Hey everyone, we're getting ready for our 80's party, but before we get to working out, we're going to share a little bit of our stories, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Tracy's going to get started, Shalyn will after, and then I will share a little bit more about how I got started, and we'll get to our workout. So Tracy, how did you get started? Tell us a little bit more about you.
So I was on Facebook probably 2016, maybe 2017. I can't remember the year, but it was shortly after we had started. And I saw your journey. I remember your picture with your daughter, and you said you weren't comfortable looking that way, feeling that way. And so you found something that worked. And I followed you. I started off with a free program because for me, I just didn't have the money. And, living paycheck to paycheck. But then I realized I stopped at Tim's. I would eat breakfast. I would out somewhere. I would also do the same for lunch. And I thought, if I can save some money to be able to afford this and then not go to these places, maybe this will work. I'm willing to give it a try, because if it worked for her, it can work for me. So I tried it and loved it, but then got into bad habits again. Couldn't afford the shake, but was still going to Tim's, was going here, going there. And so I just finally decided, like, enough is enough. This is something that I want, and I want it bad enough. So I made it work. I signed up again a few years later and became a coach, because I always enjoyed helping other people. So for me, it was all about being in the right mindset. And once I got into that right mindset, I was able to stay committed, buy the shake every month. The hardest part is showing up for a workout, honestly. Like, the shakes were easy. All you got to do is mix them and drink them, right? Getting out of bed and knowing that you're going to feel better. I would always say, I'll do my workout in the morning, hit snooze. Now it's time to get ready for work. And then procrastinate all day and not end up doing my workout, because I knew if I did it at 7 o'clock at night, I wouldn't be able to sleep. So consistency was what I was lacking. Once I found it, now I get up and I do my workouts. And when I don't do my workouts, I regret it all day. And they always say, you never regret a bad workout, and you don't. Whether it's a good or a bad, you move your body, you feel better. So showing up and getting up on weekends, that doesn't happen for me. I usually take my weekends to sleep in. So this is, when you have the accountability and you have people waiting for you, that's what I need personally. And the virtual gym helps. The accountability, just posting on the Facebook groups. Like, I don't want to post at 7 o'clock at night. I want people to know that I did it in the morning. So all of these is what's helped me get to where I am today.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm very happy to, and it helps me show up too, because I'm not a morning person at all. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you're going to be on Zoom. I got to show up. So I love being able to share this with you, and that you're part of the team and you're positive and you're showing up regardless of your feelings. Sometimes it's just knowing that the feelings are there, but we can ignore them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Shalyn, you want to share yours?
Yes, absolutely. Can you guys hear me okay? Perfect. Yeah, so for me, it's a little bit the same as Tracy. Actually, I didn't know Tracy and very well. I think just through my husband going to high school with her, but I didn't know her at all. And I had seen a post that she had done on Facebook. And I was like, oh, I could do this, because I did a lot of things in the past, like a lot of diets and crazy things like that. So whenever I had seen her post, I was like, yeah, I could do this diet. And so when I started with the 21-day fix, and it was easy. Not easy. It wasn't easy. It was hard, but it was easy enough to go through the 21 days, because we had a community. And that's what I really liked about it, is I hadn't done anything like that before. Everything I had done was on my own. All the fad diets and stuff was a personal thing that I was doing. So whenever I had joined something on Facebook and had the community, and I saw all the people doing it, and I saw a range of people, some of our teammates, Kata and her mom, and anytime I didn't feel like doing it, it was so motivating. And then once we got into, as it evolved, then they got a lot more involved with nutrition and stuff like that. And when the company got a lot more involved with nutrition and the workouts, that's where it really hit me, because for myself, I always struggled my whole life with nutrition and eating, and like being a closet eater with, like not letting anyone know that I was like going to go home and pig out on cake, being so good at a party and stuff like that. So when I started with the nutrition, it was a huge game changer for me, because it changed the way that I thought about nutrition and food. I still have treats and I still have days and weeks that are hard, but overall, I don't feel like food is a punishment. It's changed a lot for us in our family, because I grew up with that mentality. And because I had been doing that for a big part of my life, my kids were in that diet mentality, and we've changed the way that we eat here, and they participate like unknowing that they're doing these things now when they're packing their lunches and things like that. So I feel like it's changed the way that my family is growing up, and that hopefully they'll pass on those things. So yeah, after doing that, I was like, what's next? Thinking, like what's the next fad thing? But no, there was none. We just continued with new programs, and we continued with more nutrition information, and really learning about food with all the different nutrition programs. They all kind of center around the same type of thing. So it helped me keep in the belief that I was doing the right thing for me and my family. So I just kept going, and I decided to become a coach because I wanted the discount, because I really enjoyed the shakes. For me, it changed a lot for me, because I had abused a lot of things like laxatives and pills and things like that when I was really young for a lot of years. So for me, the shakes actually really helped get me regulated again, because I had a lot of difficulty going to the washroom. So I was really grateful that I started drinking the shakes, and it's helped me so I don't have a painful life. And then, yeah, so when I became a coach, it was for the discount, but then I realized that just sharing my story and the things that I was doing, that's what it was all about, just sharing my journey with people. And that was enough to be a coach, and that I didn't have to have a certification. It was just real life, showing people what we do and helping other people who might be struggling in the same exact way. And I love it. That's what I concentrate on now, is mostly with nutrition with my clients, because that's where I struggled my whole entire life. So that's what I do. I keep pushing through, and it's not easy still. It's easier, but we all still struggle. If it's something that you lived with for my whole entire life, it doesn't change overnight. So I'm glad to lean into the team. I'm glad to lean into the personal development. It's changed everything that we do in this house, and I'm happy that I've done it and continue to do it.
Awesome. And it's funny because I'm looking at the call, and most of us didn't know each other before. Like I knew Tracy from high school, and then Louisa from my kids' school, but we all met because of somebody else on the team who brought us together. And that's what's really cool about the accountability, and finding people who struggle like us, maybe in different ways, but everyone struggles. That's what's really cool, is we know that others struggle as much as we do, but then we come together and encourage each other to show up. So that's how I started, because I used to be someone who loved to go to the gym. And I had to find a different way, because with 3 kids, we moved away from family. I turned to what Phil was doing, my husband, because he was getting results. He was working out from home. And I said, what do I have to lose? I'll just give it a shot, give it a try. And I did. And I lost the weight. And then people were asking, what are you doing? So I decided to become a coach, to share it with others, and also to start a small business, not knowing what it would lead into. And that's what's really cool. I thought I had never had to watch what I ate growing up. And then I had the kids, and I thought, oh my gosh, I guess I have to diet. And then I tried South Beach for 2 weeks, and I did lose some weight, but then I was like, I can't do this. I can't diet. This is not what I love. My parents never talked about dieting, and I didn't want to go to diets. I didn't feel like I love to eat. I wanted to keep eating the way I love to eat. Yes, I did make changes, but I don't feel like this is a diet. And I've been able to maintain the results over time just by switching a few things around. And I love that's what we teach. We teach about enjoying food, eating, fueling our bodies, and these things. So that changed everything for me. And I love that we get to pay it forward. I love that we get to teach others that is not about diet pills. It's not about restrictions. It's about enjoying your food, but knowing what it does for us. And then the virtual part of the workouts, that's awesome because we think that life is going to get easier or we'll have more time. But the thing is, we never get more time. Like the kids are always more active. There's always something popping up. There's always a holiday. And having these workouts created by professionals and tested before that are very short in time gives me great results. And I don't have to leave the house. I can do it when the kids are sleeping. I can do it when the kid feels at work. I can do it whenever I want. And then I have you guys to keep me on track to show up in the morning because I'm not a morning person. So this is what coaching has done for me. I don't think I would be where I am now if it wasn't for coaching in my health journey. And then business wise, I would go back. I would have been back in teaching high school, but then missing out on first days of school with the kids and first days of all the first, which makes it very special that the potential of this business is limitless, but we do not guarantee any level of success. Your hard work does impact your success. So, but if you've been thinking about maybe coaching or even just starting a fitness program with Beachbody, I say go for it. You have nothing to lose. Yeah. All right. We're going to get started. Let's take our picture now. And then when you're done your workout, you can log off. You can take a picture as well if you want to and post it in our Facebook group. And I will stop the recording so that you guys, hold on. Let's see. All right. So if you're watching the recording, let us know if you have any questions. We're going to stop the recording now and get to our workouts.